Hey y'all, welcome back to Hobby Homestead. If you're new here, I'm Heather. So this morning we are going to work on making some freezer breakfast burritos. So we're going to make bacon on the burritos this morning. I got the bacon cooked and ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and get the bacon in this bowl so it can drain some of that grease off. And then we're going to go ahead and dice up the potatoes. Put it on the bacon sheet that we had our bacon on, and we're gonna mix that bacon grease in with our potatoes, and it's gonna give it a wonderful flavor. All right, so we have our sheet that our bacon was on, and we're just gonna use all the flavor from the bacon to go ahead and season our potatoes with. So I got 6 golden Yukon potatoes here. I'm gonna go ahead and dice these. And if you don't want potatoes in your breakfast burritos, you do not have to put them. This is not for you, sir. My dogs love when I cook. I think Mom ought to give them the food, huh? Alright, since we got all of our potatoes diced up or chopped, I'm going to go ahead and get them on my pan. And we're going to go ahead and get that bacon grease nice and mixed up on these potatoes. If you want to add more seasonings, you can. But I'm just going to let the bacon grease do its magic. Because our eggs and stuff will have seasoning in them. So I don't want to overpower my burritos with too much seasoning. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get these in our oven and let these get to cooking until they're nice and golden brown. So while we have our potatoes cooking, we're gonna go ahead and take this bacon. And I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 pieces of bacon here. I'm just gonna go ahead and give them a little bit of a chop because I'm gonna mix this into my eggs after I get my eggs cooked. And we like crunchy bacon around here. We do not like rubbery bacon. So you can cook your bacon to the preference that you like. But we are more of a crunchy bacon people. Now we wait for the potatoes. Alrighty, so I decided, sorry about that. I decided while we wait on our potatoes to get done, we have our bacon chopped up. We're gonna go ahead and get our egg mixture made up and then put the bacon in. That way everything's ready to go. So I'm using farm fresh eggs. So my eggs are not washed. I think I'm gonna might do this whole dozen and just see how much it gives me. So we're gonna go ahead and get all these cracked. Alrighty, so I ended up doing 18 eggs. I'm gonna go ahead and put pepper. And I am very generous with my pepper. We like pepper. I'm gonna put salt. Put garlic. I reuse my seasoning containers because I buy my garlic in bulk. I buy it 5 pounds at a time. I'm going to go ahead and get this mixed up. So as we're cooking our eggs here, I wanted to talk with y'all about a sermon I watched over the weekend with Bill Robertson. He was speaking about how if we let people come and speak towards us with their sinful mouths, and if we just walk away, we have not committed sin. And I know that's hard to do because I am guilty myself of it. I am guilty myself of if people snap at me or talk nasty towards me, I talk nasty back. I'm guilty of it. And I will be honest with you there. And his word touched me that when they talk to us like that, if we don't talk back, then we have not sinned. They are the ones sinning. So I myself am also going to work on when people start talking disrespectful to me, just to walk away, not even open my mouth. Because we all can say hurtful things when we're in a bad mood. And then you have people that will try to shame you for saying them things, and then you let that get to you. So I will confess and say I'm not perfect. None of us are perfect. We wouldn't have everything going on in this world that we do now if we all was perfect. So just keep that in mind. If people want to talk negative to you or get snippy with you, close your mouth. Don't say anything, because as long as you haven't said anything, you haven't sinned against God. As soon as you open your mouth, you're committing a sin yourself. So just try to keep your mouth closed, turn the other cheek, and just walk away. That way you are clear of that sin. So yeah, I just wanted to say something that really touched me, and it really hit me because I myself was guilty of that, letting people get to me. I am going to work on no longer letting people get to me. So yeah. So we're going to continue to cook these eggs. After these eggs are cooked, we'll go ahead and get our bacon in. Alrighty, so now we got our potatoes done. As I drop some in the floor, my dogs are going to love that. Gonna go ahead and get them in my pan with my eggs and my bacon. When my family goes to reheat them, they'll reheat this stuff in the air fryer. So it'll give that shell a nice crunchy shell. Alright, so after you get everything well incorporated, I'm going to take a scoop, put it in the middle of my shell, and I got American cheese. You can use whatever cheese you want. My kids prefer American. Get them too full and everything wants to fall out. And I just wrap them up so they're completely closed. My oldest has to go to school early some days, and this way he's got something that he can just pull out the freezer real fast. That way I know he's got a full belly going to school. So we're going to continue to fill these until all of the mixture is gone. Alrighty, so we ended up getting 18 burritos minus one because I was eating one for breakfast because I have not eaten yet this morning. And I'm going to individually wrap these in some saran wrap. And then after I wrap them in saran wrap, I will put them in a freezer bag. That way they just have a little bit of extra protection. And that way they can pull out, hey, do I want one? Do I want two at a time? And that way they're not sticking together. It's nice to get some freezer meals in the freezer because Mama's been busy with schoolwork and tending to the kids in the house, so got a lot going on. So we're going to continue to wrap these and then we'll get them in a freezer bag. Alrighty, friends, so we got all of our burritos wrapped. We had 18 of them, but I ate one, so there's only 17 left. But I got them wrapped in the saran wrap, and then I put them in the freezer bag and put them in the freezer. So we are going to continue to do breakfast meal prep and getting those in the freezer. So if you want to see more videos about breakfast meal prep, getting them in the freezer so you have an easier week ahead of you, if you could hit that like and that subscribe button. It's free to do so. It doesn't charge you a thing. So until next time, friends, I thank you for watching and thank you for following along. Bye.